Hi everybody, I'm Ken Hubbard. Thank you so much for finding my webpage, and I hope these videos are helping you. They're just meant to be just short little, maybe motivational, inspirational. I hope they're applicable, and I just hope that they help you get one step higher to your dream life, or they help you in your quest for self-mastery, being the best that you can be. And so there's no charge for these. I just want to maybe be one little voice in your life helping you get to the next level in your life. Today I thought I'd talk about a word that's really a buzzword in our world today. It's the word success. And whether you're a business owner, a family man, an individual, we all want success. We all might define what success looks like a little bit different based on our values in our life and our goals in our life. But I don't really know anybody that starts off saying, man, my biggest goal is to be the #1 loser. Well, I guess unless you're on the show trying to lose weight. But we want to succeed in life. And I think there's something in us that says, I know that we're created to be champions. And the difference between just attenders or competitors and champions sometimes is just some small little tweaks. And so let me just give you 3 things today. This is absolutely not an exhaustive list, but I hope it just serves as a little bit of application, maybe even a little bit of motivation today. I'm going to use my glasses because I might refer to a couple of notes that I have today. But so #1, I think the one word that determines our success more than anything else, maybe in the whole world, I'm not sure if I could quantify that, but that's how I feel right now for sure. I think the one thing that might determine our success more than anything, #1, is our attitude. I heard John Maxwell say years ago, like in the 80s, our altitude is determined by our attitude. Man, that was the understatement of the century. It is so true. We can't choose what we go through, but we still have the power to choose how we go through that. In other words, I can't tailor-make my situations. I can't help how people are going to act in situations that come up, but I can choose my attitude. I heard somebody one time say, well, I got up on the wrong side of the bed. And I said, well, go back and get in bed and get out on the other side. It's really, I know it's harder to work out, but it's pretty simple to choose the attitude that you have. And your attitude really does determine your altitude. And I read a statistic that said life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how I react to the things that happen to myself. And so we cannot choose all that we go through, but we can choose how we go through those things. I remember reading a statistic that said that 87% of our success is determined by our attitude. Man, I remember reading that when I was in my early 20s, and I thought, man, if that's true, then it's not that I'm not going to try to get educated and not going to try to learn and develop good self-mastery and habits and all of that. But wow, I could be way down the road if I just worked on my attitude. And so I think one of the greatest keys to success is determining to have a positive attitude. And I know that people say, well, it's just hard. There's mean people. I work in customer service. I work with... Let me read something to you that I didn't come up with. This has been around for a long time. People are illogical, unreasonable, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. I love this stuff. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. The biggest men with the biggest ideas can be shot down by the smallest men with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. People favor underdogs. but follow only top dogs. Fight for a few underdogs anyway. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build it anyway. People really need help, but many attack you if you do try to help them. Help them anyway. And number 10, give the world the best you have and you'll be kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you have anyway. All right. So number 2, I think the second maybe key to success is not only our attitude, but I think it's how we view our problems. And again, I'm just piecemealing some of these together. This isn't an exhaustive list, but Arnold Palmer once said, if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you'd like to win, but you think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. Life battles don't always go to the strongest and the fastest man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks that he can. I love that. I often say this, our problem is not really our problem. Our problem is how we react to our problem. That is our problem. And I hope you followed all that. But in every problem, there is a possibility. And you can either carry a bucket of water or a bucket of gasoline. How you handle your problems is a big key to success. When you see successful people, it's not because they haven't had any problems. Not at all. It's how they have handled their problems. And the difference between an obstacle and an opportunity really is just our attitude towards it. Every opportunity has a difficulty, and every difficulty has an opportunity. So those are a couple today. I would say our attitude, how we view our problems, and how we view others. Those are the 3 today that I would give you on keys to success. There's many others. I'm sure you could add another 20 things to that. Those are just a couple of thoughts for today. Thanks for listening. I hope this just helps motivate. Maybe you're using these to kickstart your day. I'm just glad you tuned in. Thanks a lot.